Hey Tom, quick question to start the episode. If an alien landed in your living room right now and said, "Show me Christmas," what would you do first?
Um, I think I'd hand them a gingerbread cookie. That feels like a safe and non-threatening introduction to the season. Imagine the alien biting into it and going, "This is what humans celebrate?"
That would be such a chaotic beginning to their understanding of Earth. Welcome back, everyone, to Story Orbit N, and today we are talking about Christmas traditions in a fun way so you can learn English naturally. And apparently, with Tom's alien friends,
They are very friendly aliens. But yes, Christmas traditions. And by the way, Jessica, I wonder, what tradition represents Christmas the most for you?
for me, it's decorating the tree. I love that moment when you put the lights on and suddenly the room feels magical. Speaking of which, decorate is a great verb for learners. It means to make something look nicer or more festive by adding things to it. For example, you decorate a tree with ornaments or you decorate a house with lights.
I decorate my life with good vibes. Does that count?
Tom, that is not exactly how it works, but I'll allow it. Anyway, today we're exploring why certain Christmas traditions exist and what they mean, and we'll explain vocabulary, but in a very natural way while we chat.
Let's go straight into one. Stockings. The big socks people hang by the fireplace. Do you hang one, Jessica?
I do. So, for listeners, a Christmas stocking is basically a decorative sock that families hang near a fireplace or somewhere in the living room. The idea is that Santa comes at night and fills the stocking with small gifts. And these gifts are usually called stocking stuffers, which means tiny presents that are easy to fit inside.
Exactly. And every year, I am confused about what actually goes inside because a stocking feels big, but not big enough for real presents. So I stare at it thinking, do I put candy or little gadgets or maybe a small book or, I don't know, a potato?
A potato? That is not a thing.
You are right. A potato is not traditional, but honestly, it would be hilarious. But yes, stocking gifts are usually small things like chocolate, mini toys, gift cards, or tiny practical items. The fun part is that they are supposed to be surprises.
And vocabulary moment, the verb stuff means to fill something with items. So stocking stuffer literally means something that stuffs or fills the stocking.
And it's always something small and light.
Moving on. Tom, do you know the story behind Christmas trees?
Yeah, they started in parts of Europe. People use evergreen trees during winter as a symbol of life. Evergreen means a plant that stays green all year, even in cold weather.
I love that idea. Like nature saying, "Don't worry, I'm still here." And I love that a simple tree can turn a whole room into a warm space.
It's funny because in some countries, people decorate trees outside too. Jessica, imagine having a whole forest filled with ornaments.
That sounds beautiful and also extremely difficult to clean after the wind blows everything away.
True. Speaking of ornaments, the word ornament means a decorative object. In Christmas context, they're the shiny balls, stars, minifigures, whatever you hang on the tree.
Tom, what about Christmas tree traditions? People talk about Christmas dinner like it's a sport.
It is. You have to train. You have to prepare your stomach. You have to focus. It's like an eating marathon.
And the reward is dessert. What is your favorite Christmas dessert?
Probably anything with cinnamon. Oh, and gingerbread houses. Not to eat them, but to build them. A gingerbread house is a small house made of cookies and icing. It's like edible architecture.
Edible means something you can eat, and architecture means the design of buildings. So, edible architecture, that sounds perfect for Christmas.
Except when the roof collapses. But that is also part of the tradition.
Tom, you once told me your family has a strange Christmas tradition, something with oranges?
Oh, yeah. Every year, my grandmother hides an orange in the house, and whoever finds it gets an extra present. Nobody knows why she started doing this. She says it's mysterious tradition energy.
Mysterious tradition energy? I love that. And hey, listeners, do you have any strange traditions in your family? Think about it for a second. Maybe something only your family does. Let us know later in the comments.
Another tradition is sending Christmas cards. But nowadays, people sometimes just send messages digitally.
True, but there is something nostalgic about physical cards. And nostalgic means something makes you remember the past in a sweet or emotional way. When I was a kid, sending Christmas cards was a whole event. Families would sit at the table, choose cards with cute designs, write little messages inside, and then mail them to relatives.
Same here. Kids love choosing cards with snowmen or reindeer, and sometimes schools even made Christmas card projects where children designed their own cards. Parents kept them forever.
Exactly. And another part of the tradition is parents sending Christmas cards with photos of their kids. So the card isn't just a message, it's like a small update about the family. You open the envelope and see the children wearing matching Christmas sweaters or posing next to the tree.
And people would keep those cards on the fridge or hang them on a string around the living room. It created a display of memories.
A display is something arranged so people can see it clearly. And honestly, seeing a whole wall full of cards made the holiday feel more personal. It was like the house had its own Christmas scrapbook.
Now, a lot of people send digital versions because it's faster, but the tradition of physical cards still feels special. Kids love decorating envelopes, drawing doodles, and putting stickers everywhere.
And the excitement of checking the mailbox every day during December was real. You never knew whose card would arrive next. That feeling is something digital messages can't fully replace.
I feel nostalgic about wrapping gifts. The sound of the paper, the tape sticking to my hand, the moment when you cut the wrapping paper and it glides smoothly, that perfect slice.
That sound is the peak of Christmas satisfaction. And for learners, wrap a gift means to cover the gift with decorative paper.
You wrap the gift, but you unwrap it on Christmas morning. Easy vocabulary, but very useful.
Speaking of wrapping, what do you think about people who reuse wrapping paper?
Genius. Sustainable. Heroes of the environment.
Heroes? Like environmental superheroes just because they fold up some wrapping paper and save it for next year?
Absolutely. People who do small, eco-friendly habits every day deserve a little dramatic praise. Reusing wrapping paper is simple, but it reduces waste and helps the planet bit by bit. But you know what tradition confuses me? Christmas crackers. The ones you pull, and they make a small pop sound.
Yeah, inside there's usually a paper crown, a small toy, and a terrible joke. And when I say terrible, I mean truly awful. Like the kind of joke that makes you question reality.
Do you have one?
A joke? Of course. Here is a classic Christmas cracker one. Why did the Christmas tree go to the barber?
I have no idea. Why?
Because it needed to get trimmed.
Ah, that one makes sense. Trim means to cut something a little bit to make it neat. So the tree went for a haircut.
Exactly. It's silly, but that is the whole point of cracker jokes. They are simple, they are predictable, and they make people laugh during dinner.
Great. Let's talk about ice skating. So many people do it during Christmas season, even if they can barely stand.
Including me. Every year I think maybe this time I won't fall, and every year the ice says, "No, Jessica, you will fall again."
At least you try. And to explain vocabulary, barely means almost not. So if you barely stand on ice, it means you are standing but with a lot of difficulty.
Another classic tradition is watching Christmas movies. People have strong opinions about them.
I do. Some people love romantic Christmas movies. I love chaotic ones where everything goes wrong, but in a funny way.
So something like a snowstorm, lost luggage, a runaway reindeer.
Exactly that. And runaway means something or someone has escaped or run away unexpectedly.
Let's explore another tradition, Santa Claus. Children all over the world wait for him. But did you know that in some countries he is not alone? He has helpers.
And in some cultures, instead of Santa, there are figures like St. Nicholas or the three wise men who bring gifts. It depends on the region.
True. And vocabulary alert, wise means intelligent or showing good judgment. So the three wise men are supposed to be very knowledgeable.
Now, Jessica, let's talk about caroling. Do you ever go caroling?
Never. Caroling means going from house to house singing Christmas songs. But I never do it because I feel like I would forget the lyrics and just hum the whole time.
Humming can be charming, but caroling is fun because it creates a sense of community. People come out to listen, kids join in, and sometimes someone brings hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate is a tradition on its own. And listeners, if you don't know the expression on its own, it means something independent or separate, so hot chocolate counts as a full tradition without needing anything else.
Speaking of drinks, what about mulled wine?
Oh, mulled wine is warm, spiced wine. And spiced means flavored with spices like cinnamon or cloves. It smells like Christmas.
And it tastes like Christmas too. But drink responsibly, or you'll end up singing carols loudly in the street.
You say that like it's a bad thing?
Depends on the singing quality.
Another interesting tradition is the Advent calendar. For listeners who might not know it, an Advent calendar is a special calendar used in December. It has little doors or windows with numbers from 1 to 24. People open one door each day leading to Christmas. Inside, there is usually a small chocolate, a tiny toy, or sometimes a little message or picture.
When I was a kid, I did not understand the idea of waiting. So on the first day of December, I opened all the doors at once. Total chaos.
Tom, that destroys the whole purpose. The idea is to open one door per day so the excitement builds slowly. It's meant to teach patience. And patience means staying calm while you wait for something.
I had zero patience. I saw the doors, I saw the chocolates, and my brain said, open everything now.
And that is why adults give Advent calendars to kids. It helps them practice waiting a little bit each day. Plus, it makes December feel like a countdown.
A countdown is when you mark time until a special event. And opening a tiny door each morning feels like a mini celebration.
Exactly. Some people even make homemade Advent calendars with personalized gifts. Others buy fancy ones with cookies, beauty products, tea, or even small toys.
Right. There are Advent books filled with puzzles, riddles, short stories, or little challenges you solve each day. It turns the whole month into a mystery game.
Those are super fun because you get a new clue or brain teaser every morning. It makes December feel like an adventure.
I love those Advent books filled with puzzles.
Tom, did you ever write letters to Santa?
Definitely. I wrote very dramatic ones. Something like, Santa, I have been extremely good this year. Please consider rewarding my noble behavior.
Noble behavior? You sound like you were asking for a royal promotion.
And did it work? Absolutely not.
Let's also talk about gift giving. Some people open gifts on Christmas Eve, and others open them on Christmas Day.
In my house, we compromised. We opened one small gift on Christmas Eve and the rest in the morning. And compromise means each person gives up a bit of what they want to find a middle solution.
I like that. Another topic, Christmas markets. I absolutely love them.
Same. The atmosphere is amazing. And atmosphere means the feeling or mood of a place. Christmas markets usually feel cozy and joyful.
Cozy means warm and comfortable, and joyful means full of happiness.
At markets, people buy handmade ornaments, drink hot drinks, listen to music. It's simple, but it makes you feel connected to the season.
Let's talk about one more tradition, sending gifts internationally. I swear, every year I underestimate the shipping time. I think the package will arrive in a week, and then suddenly the website says, expected delivery, maybe sometime next year.
Same. And then I track the package every 5 minutes. I open the app and stare at the little map like, come on package, run faster.
And track means to follow the progress of something while it moves from one place to another. With international gifts, you become a detective checking every update.
Exactly. You see messages like, left the warehouse or arrived at customs, and you start celebrating each step.
And when it finally arrives, you feel like you completed a mission.
Before we wrap this episode, I want to highlight something. Christmas traditions can be fun, serious, chaotic, quiet, or whatever your family makes them. There is no single correct way.
Absolutely. The beauty of traditions is that they create memories, shared experiences, and sometimes laughter from the strange things families do.
Speaking of that, Jessica, would you hide an orange in your house this year just to honor my grandmother?
You know what? Maybe I will. Let's start a new mysterious tradition energy trend.
Perfect way to end.
Before we close, here is a quick recap of some vocabulary from today. Decorate, stocking stuffer, evergreen, ornament, nostalgic, wrap, unwrap, barely, runaway, wise, spiced, compromise, atmosphere, cozy, joyful, and track. Try writing a sentence in the comments using one of these words.
We hope you enjoyed this festive episode of StoryOrbitEN. Thanks for spending part of your holiday season with us. See you next time for another cozy episode.
Happy learning and happy holidays!